Fans alike are enjoying the lugging in the Chicago Cubs and for Arizona in this one. What do we need?
Just like he was in his last one, he threw the ball. That stuff back in this one, it could be back-to-back powerhouse
baseball here this evening. First delivery to him on the way. Gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases.
If that's any indication, I think we're going to see some aggressive at-bats in this one. After a nice line drive. Great opportunity to get on the board right out of the blocks.
Here's Chris Bryant now. Past battles with Mike Lee. He checks in with a headline-grabbing .409 batting average. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. They come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, you can't win when you're giving up that many runs. The pitcher was missing back anybody, making anyone feel uncomfortable. Guys were taking huge hacks off him, and to boot, the defense was on its heels.
And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, you know, the key for this ball club has been Jason Hayward. He's got a 12-game hit streak right now. That's 12 games. Talk about impressive. I love watching how he goes to the plate, and it looks like he's in attack mode constantly right now.
So a definite RBI spot here. Runner at third, 1 away. And into bat next, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. From the stretch, here's the pitch. He's got it. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, Javier Baez.
Here's Javier Baez, and in case you haven't been keeping up the tabs on him, arguably he's been one of the hottest hitters in the league over the last 7 or so games. First pitch on its way, and this is taken outside for ball 1.
With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
Grounded to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they're able to get the runner to third in the opening half inning, but can't bring him around. And now Arizona gets its first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Yu Darvish, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, in this day and age where we're all into numbers and statistics, look at this whip, 1.10 or less. He has a sub 1.1. That's not an easy thing to do, especially in today's game where we see teams scoring a lot of runs. He doesn't walk very many guys, and he doesn't give up that many hits either. This is a real good pitcher and should be fun to watch pitch in this one.
Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, they started yesterday off on the right foot. If they can put together 2 games in a row, a lot of positive vibes start happening. You never know. This could be a jump start to big things.
With that, let's take a look at the hometown Diamondbacks lineup card. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, there's a lot of people hoping to see a turnaround from Ketel Marte. He's not producing at the plate like people expect him to. I don't know if it's the pressure or if it's just baseball. Sometimes you go through struggles. Maybe today is the day he breaks out of it.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And up next, the utility man, Wilmer Flores. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Hey, there's no waiting around trying to work this guy into deep counts and get into the bullpen. This is a mid-90s fastball guy who loves that pitch and is aggressive and comes right at you. I would assume the offense is going to have a similar approach.
Back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a one-out single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box, Ketel Marte. High in the air down the right field line. Bryant has a beat on it. 2 gone.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, Eduardo Escobar.
Eduardo Escobar standing in, and as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. And he fouls this one off. Escobar has had his trouble in these matchups, facing right-handed pitching, that is. He shows a lot more prowess against the southpaws. Darvish pauses. Here it is on 0-1. Good cutter there, and he's got him behind the 8 ball now, 0-2. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
The 2-2. Still even at 2-2.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Bryant is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. We are still scoreless. At the plate, David Bodie. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game.
Number 13, David Bodie.
First offering on its way. Back up the middle. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, Jason Hayward.
Digging in, Jason Hayward. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. First pitch on its way. Big swing, but he just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Hayward, or often just J-Hay. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
The second for 1. On to first, a double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Into the box now, Taylor Davis. A bouncer to the left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down go the Cubs on just 4 pitches. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Jake Lamb standing in now. They'll begin things here against Yu Darvish.
The third baseman, Jake Lamb.
Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. It's a solo home run for Jake Lamb. 4th home run for him on the season. And the Diamondbacks strike first. It's 1-0.
Well, when you groove the first pitch a strike, these hitters are going to make you pay. Something tells me I don't have to tell the guy on the mound that anymore. That hurts.
Batting 6th, the first baseman, number 26.
In now, number 26, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. One ball and one strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. No outs, nobody on. 2-2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
And he struck him out.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And let's
Batting
focus
7th,
on Anthony Rizzo.
the right fielder.
Not only a Gold Glove
Adam
winner, this guy has won a Platinum
Joe.
Glove, bailing out his infielders time and time again with his soft hands and feel for the game.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Adam Jones, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Jones swings and hits it very well to left. Schwarber going back. A leap at the wall, but he can't bring this one back. It's a home run. A solo shot here for Adam Jones. 3rd home run for him on the year, and Arizona moves out in front now 2-0.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
Standing in now, Carson Kelly,
catcher,
as he'll take
Carson
strike 1 on the inside corner.
Kelly.
Still only 1 out in the inning. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one. That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Stepping in now, Mike Lee, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. And a ball and 2 strikes to the Diamondbacks pitcher. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Bryant. And that retires the side. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. So striding forward now, Kyle Schwarber. Past battles with Mike Lee. He's gone 3 for 8. He's taken him deep once. First pitch of the at-bat. First in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 11, Darvish.
So digging in now, Darvish. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. There to take it in is Flores, and there are 2 away now.
The batter
coming to the plate now, Daniel Descalso. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB. These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. D-backs lead it 2-0. At the plate, David Peralta. He flew out in his last at-bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. And there's one down now.
Now batting, second baseman, Wilmer.
Into the box, Wilmer Flores. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single. Hold on here, though. That was really a close play, so they're checking to see if they want to challenge that safe call.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Cubs have decided to challenge the previous play.
All right, so here's one final look at it. Now remember, there has to be indisputable video evidence in order to overturn the call. He was called safe and probably could go either way, but I don't think there's enough right here to change the call.
And we'll get our answer here as the headsets come off, and the runner is safe. So the ruling is confirmed, and they'll lose the ability to challenge for the remainder of the game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Flores, base runner at first with 1 out. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Now a ball lined to the left side. foul. Ready with another 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
The 1-2 is a curveball that misses high.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
Bryant is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that will bring up Eduardo Escobar on to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 left for Arizona. They're up 2-0. Stepping in, Chris Bryant. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to...
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out. So 1 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo. And the pitch. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
Ball.
1-1 is a cutter that misses 2-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for one in the seats.
There's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Javier Baez. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll 2.
One there on to first, and it's another double play. They're second in the first 4 innings as that one will retire the side. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Now with the plate, Jake Lamb. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. He's set and the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
Therefore, it is Hayward now, 1 away.
Now batting, number 26.
Stepping up now, number 26. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. A ball and no strikes. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2 runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Strike taken up in the zone.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Number 10.
2 gone in the inning now. Here's Adam Jones. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
And there's a base hit on the line. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Into the box now, Carson Kelly. Ripped down the first base line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Darvish pauses. Here's the 0-1. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, D-Roll, that looked like a pretty easy inning to start. All of a sudden, 2 outs and back-to-back singles. Runners at first and third.
Yeah, they put traffic on him. I guess I would throw it back at you, Dan. You get 2 quick outs right there, and then you get 2 base hit knocks. Are you even concerning yourself with the traffic on the bases, or are you just trying to execute that next pitch?
You know what happens a lot of times, D-Roll? You lose concentration. You get the first 2 out in the inning. You think, hey, I'm going to breeze through this and get this third guy out. Next thing you know, first and third and 2 out, you have to make some good pitches.
Oh, got him looking at the 2-seamer, and that'll end it. Diamondbacks strand a pair, but they're on top 2-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Matt, and he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. It's been a struggle for them to get anything going, and he said they just seem way too anxious right now. The numbers back that up, too. They've swung at the first pitch more than 70% of the time in this game, so their focus going forward is to be a little bit more relaxed and willing to let the at-bats come to them. Matt?
All right, thanks, Heidi.
13. David Bodie.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line toward the alley in left center. And he lays out for it, but he can't pull it in out in deep center field. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he'll make it in there safely as he starts out the 5th with a leadoff triple.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
Here's Jason Hayward now as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Comes set with the 0-1. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
Now in the box, Taylor Davis. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Bodie stands at third with one gone in the inning. Heading out towards shallow right. After it is Jones. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. Two gone now. And Jones puts it on the money. He's out at home plate. Nothing happening there for the Cubbies. They trail it here 2-0. Stepping into the box, David Peralta. He'll lead things off as we begin the home fifth.
David.
He's set. Here it comes. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. A count of 1-1 to David Peralta. The 1-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. Schwarber is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Now batting.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Dan, you have to love it when your defense picks you up right there, keeping him at first base.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like it had extra bases written all over. Great job by the left fielder to get to that ball and get the ball back in, keeping that to a single.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ketel Marte. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Slider finds the zone for a strike. Into the corner and slicing foul. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Looked like the curveball slipped out that time. Fouled off. Right side, hit hard. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
You don't see that too often. You start to get in swing mode and you start fouling off multiple pitches, you'll swing at the rosin bag if they'll throw it. Nice job by the offensive player to get himself a base hit.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Into the box, Eduardo Escobar, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Escobar brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more. On the ground to the left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Boy, this looked like it could have been a quick inning, get the first out, and then boom, 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 3 singles. All of a sudden, they're loaded with 1 out.
Yeah, this is execution at its best right here. 1 out. He's still got double play in order. If he can make a pitch, he can get out of it. If he doesn't, crooked number goes up.
Ready with the 2-0. There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Number 26 is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. He's set. The 0-1. A ball and a strike. Ready with the 1-2.
Nope.
There's a breaking ball that he didn't quite get on top of. Flores, the runner at third. Marte over at second. Escobar on at first with 2 down.
Can't imagine he comes back with a third breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We'll be right back at Chase Field in just a moment. Stepping up to the plate, Kyle Schwarber. He'll start out the proceedings against Mike Leake as we get the inning underway.
Schwarber.
Back to work now is Leake as he jumps ahead of his leadoff man here. No balls and a strike. 1-1 to Schwarber. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
So in now for Chicago, Yu Darvish. He popped out in his first trip. This is hit softly to third. And plenty of time over there at third to get a glove up, and there are 2 down.
The batter, number 3.
2 away now for the Cubs in the 6th, and that will bring up the ever-versatile Daniel Descalso. Taken high and deep to right. Jones going back, still ranging back. Gone! A solo shot here to straight away right field. 4th home run for him on the season, and that'll put the Cubs on the board. It's now a 2-1 lead.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing 1 more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot is the result.
The right field.
Standing in now, Chris Bryant, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. But the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Ready once again, Anthony Rizzo. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
1-1, the count to the Cubs' first baseman.
1-1.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. The 1-2. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Kelly finds it, and the throw to first ends the inning. Cubbies draw a bit closer on the strength of this solo home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's the D-backs 2 and the Cubs 1. Digging in now, Adam Jones. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. And it's fouled away. The 0-1 delivery. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold. 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all in the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
Schwarber is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The batter, the catcher, Carson Kelly.
In now, Carson Kelly. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. From the stretch, and he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result it's 0-2. Popped into the air, back behind second, and he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Mike Leake.
So coming to the plate, Mike Leake. Opportunity to bat for himself with his guys up a run here in the 6th. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1. Right there at the belt. 1-2 now. Fouled away. The 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Well, they've been treating him like a punching bag out there. As we take a look at the line, you can see that he's given up double-digit hits, and things don't look like they're going to get any better. He might not last much longer.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and up next the outfielder David Peralta. 1-0 the count. That misses. 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now.
Yeah, Matty V, and the way baseball is played these days, it's about 6 innings or 100 heaves, and you're pretty much looking for that bullpen. And D-Roll right now, this guy's pretty vulnerable right now at this game.
Yeah, Dan, you are a monster down that bullpen. That's what it seems to be in today's game. There's 5 or 6 of you guys hanging out down there. So he's going to empty the bucket right here until the manager gets him.
He pulls this one into right, and he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 1 left for the Diamondbacks as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Welcome back to Chase Field here in Phoenix. We're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front. And before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Ready now, Javier Baez. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. This is on the ground over to first. Scooped up, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The third baseman, number 13.
Now batting, David Bodie. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. Escobar fields it cleanly on to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
Up next for the Cubs.
Now to the plate, Jason Hayward. No hits to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded to short. To his right, Escobar. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Into the box now, Wilmer Flores. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Kyle Ryan gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Your attention, please. Now
first delivery to him on the way.
Number 56.
Right on it there, but this is foul over toward the first base dugout. 0-1 count and the pitch. Swing and a liner. And there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the 7th.
Boy, D-Roll, this is turning into a hit parade, but it's amazing that they've only scored 2 runs up to this point.
Yeah, matter of time, Dan. Got to stay positive. The hardest thing to do in sports is hit a baseball, especially with 40,000 breathing down your neck and runners on second and third. But somebody will come through. To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
In now, Eduardo Escobar. And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get 1, if not both of them home. And he's in there safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
Jake Lamb will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning. We flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Bryant will come in a bit and put it away for the 2nd out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 10, Adam Jones.
Now at the plate, Adam Jones. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the 2nd. This one's down to 3rd. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the 3rd out of the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Diamondbacks lead this one 4-1. Digging. In Taylor Davis. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Wind up and the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. 2 quick strikes and now the 0-2. Just a touch outside. 1-2. Two and 2 to the Cubs catcher.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Marte is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now back, left fielder.
4-1 our score as we give you a look there at the starter comparison to see how the numbers match up for the 2 starters. Coming to the plate now, Kyle Schwarber. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Schwarber connects and sends a ball to deep right field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo home run for Kyle Schwarber. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the Cubbies have made this a 4-2 game now.
I think if this pitch would have been a little higher and in on his hands, it would have been effective. But he left this one belt high. Big mistake. He's a guy that will feast on belt high pitches on the inner half, which is pretty obvious now.
Mark Segunas will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 2, Mark Segunas.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
This one's down to 3rd. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, number 3, second baseman, Daniel Descalso.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Daniel Descalso. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. Escobar is right there, and that will retire the side. But the Cubs do get one back on the solo home run. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 4 and the Cubs 2. Tyler Chatwood is on to pitch
now
out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 32, Tyler.
Standing in, Carson Kelly. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Leading up for the
right down Broadway that time.
The
Strike
catcher,
1.
Carson Kelly.
Behind 0-2 now. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. This is line to left. Schwarber has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Christian Walker will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. In there, no balls and a strike. Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Count remains 2-2.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
The 2-2 one more time. He stays alive, still 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Now batter.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, David Peralta. Batter-pitcher matchup numbers with Tyler Chatwood. He's totaled 4 hits in 19 tries. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
Brandon Kinsler enters here looking to get the final out before the 9th inning.
Kinsler.
First delivery to him on the way. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2. Now the 2-1. Fly ball to straightaway left. Schwarber is over, and that's the 3rd out. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Yoshihisa Hirano takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Leading off with the Cubs.
Stepping in, Chris Bryant. Last time through was a base hit.
Looking for base runners here as they're...
Bryant to the opposite field. Jones going back. Still going back. Gone to lead off the inning. Solo shot to right center as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of mislocations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Shot back up the middle. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 9.
Here's a look at the final line for the Arizona starter. He was great all night long.
Superb pitching performance in this one, Matty V. 8 rock-solid innings, in line for the win. Now needs some help from the bullpen.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Fastball too high to start him out here 1-0.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making rapid.
Oh, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center, and I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone. So a solo shot here to left center field, and we are tied again. Takes over on the mound in a tie ball game. There is one gone here in the top of inning number 9. Stepping in now, David Bodie. Now this ball's hit out to deep left center, and that'll get down out there near the wall. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one, and he is into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Now batting,
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Standing in, Jason Hayward. Fourth trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way.
And the indication from the dugout comes, it looks like they're going to put him on intentionally, so that'll set up the double play possibility with one away.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Taylor Davis. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, I think it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
The left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
So a big moment in the ball game here. Kyle Schwarber, as he'll hit with the go-ahead run at third, and one. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Ready with the 1-0. Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. And the run is in to score from third.
Well, we've been treated to a neck-and-neck game so far, and the last thing anybody wants is for a misplayed ball to be the difference. But that's where we're at right now as the error leads to the go-ahead run.
Wilson Contreras will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
For Chicago, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. On the ground, up the middle, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with two away.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Daniel Descalzo will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. Three runs already home here. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball two.
If you're hitting in this situation, you have to look one spot, and that is all. This guy is really scuffling out on the mound. The bases are loaded. 2-0 count. He's all over the place. One spot.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. So disaster strikes here in the ninth, as a late rally has certainly dampened the mood of these fans. Heart of the order 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Cubs 5 and the Diamondbacks 4. Pedro Strop is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
Number 46.
Digging in and looking for more, Ketel Marte. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up.
Leading up for the Diamondbacks.
First offering on its
the
way.
Center fielder.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Marte.
And he fouls this one off. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2. The next 0-2. Misses. That's ball one.
The count is 1-2.
fastball got him looking, as that had two-seam action on it. One gone.
The batter, number 5. Shortstop.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Eduardo Escobar. His career line against Pedro Strop. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Strop is at least partially known for his big power slider. A lot of break on that pitch, but what makes it unique is how hard he's able to throw it. 1 out, nobody on. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike called. Now the throw down. It's far too late as he steals second with ease. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
1-1.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
This is going to be an interesting at bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
1 out and a runner on second base. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
And that's by him. It's 0-1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Arizona down to its last strike. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and that's just a punch to the gut of the home fans as they watch their team fall behind in the top of the 9th. Then they can't get it done at the bottom and come away with a loss.
This evening's game comes to an end. 5-4 the final tally. The Chicago Cubs came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Brandon Kinsler claims the win out of the pen, his first. Pedro Strop hammers down the save, his 4th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight.